My first story was the first hour that I got into the mission. I arrived at the airport alone because I didn't have a companion, and the mission president was there to pick me up. And so when you first arrive in the Rome mission, either the mission president or the assistants will pick you up, and then they'll take you on a tour. You can either go to the Colosseum or to St. Peter's or to the Roman Forum, and then you can get a pizza or an ice cream, and then you head to the mission office and then get the business aspect of the mission resolved. But I can't even remember what it's called, but it was somewhere where Paul taught. And I got my camera from the car, took a couple of pictures, and then we went back to the car and my stuff was gone. And I asked Sister Acerson, did President Acerson move my bags? And she looked back and she was like, President! And he came and the car had been broken into, and the only stuff I had was my camera and the clothes on my back. So for a split second I thought, I'm starting my mission with nothing. And then a split second later I thought back to the MTC and a talk that I'd heard about the pre-existence. And I knew that this either wouldn't have happened if God didn't think that I could still be a successful missionary, or if this would affect my mission, then God is going to put things in my path to still help me be a tool in his hands. And miracles happened. That evening, some man was walking his dog in a park and he came across my passport. And he called his friend and he said, I just found this American passport. I don't know what to do with it. And his friend came, and in the back of your passport, there'll be stapled a ministerial certificate. And at the bottom, it'll say the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And he said, I recognize that name because I took English classes years ago from young men in this church. So he had the assistant's number saved in his phone, and he called the assistants and said, I found a passport. And at this point, the assistants knew that the new sister had lost her bags. So I got my passport back, and that was the one thing I needed to stay in the country. And everything worked out from there. And it was a testimony to me that God knows his missionaries and he knows what they need to be successful. And if you don't have something, you'll either be fine without it or God will provide a way. So to just trust in him. And that really helped me throughout my mission, looking back on that God was in the details the whole time.